It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. And it's all up next on EA Sports.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from FedEx Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here are the Commanders making their way out. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going up top. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Washington. 44 yards. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that wound up traveling an even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Now a first carry for their fullback. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be let out by their left-handed quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
A 1st down throw coming for Vick. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Vick. And incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jenkins.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Throw caught there by Crumpler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
He stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jenkins. And he's brought down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a handoff up the middle. Riggs, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A 10-play drive that time, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off, because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't think that play had a chance to succeed right from the start. Unfortunately, they couldn't call that one back. The defense was well aware of what they were trying to get done.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Vick. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On 3rd and 1, here's Vick. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down, Vick. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Riggs. And a short gain here down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Vick. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Vick now. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now here's Vick. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200+ right now. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Now a handoff up the middle. Riggs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Touchdown, Falcons! From 4 yards out, as they have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again.
And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football
as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw over the middle, taken in.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
What's the deal, y'all? Gotta have it, baby. We gotta have it. We got a big task out there. Making it done. You ready? That's another.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. It'll be a big loss on the play there, an absolute disaster, really.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on fourth down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off the play fake, Vic. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 57 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point.
And with that, the lead is up to 8.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on...
That's caught inside the 20.
Touchdown, Washington.
A big play there. 88 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is now a one-point game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
To throw again on second down, Vick.
That's caught by Rison.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, the deflections are both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside, but you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space, and that's exactly what he does, to the tune of a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Vick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, he has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. On third down, Vick.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it, or did they just get tired?
Maybe it's just a sense of relief at this point. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Boy, left that first defender grasping at air as he winds up getting a full 8 yards on that play.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. They'll give this up the middle to Portis. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So drive 1, they had the field goal. Drive 2, touchdown. And now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they were finally able to reverse the trend because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got the system to shut you down.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Riggs. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Vick found his target. It's Anderson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the first down.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's Jenkins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Riggs. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a draw play. It's Portis. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So on fourth down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And they have regained the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Falcons offense set to go. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield too.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Let's go, baby.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Vic to throw it. Into the hands of Rison. That's complete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Riggs. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And Sanders now to return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Drops this one off to Portis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run with their fullback.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Falcons. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for Washington, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all.
And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They go play action here on first down.
He's going up top for Taylor.
And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there for Washington.
55 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes this a 9-point game. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles, but they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Vic now. This is Anderson over the middle. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out, but I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll look
to throw now on first down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively, because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's a 1-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Vick. It's complete to his big target, Crumpler. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now here's Vick. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. The Washington offense set to take over again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Second and 5. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that drive. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Up the middle they go. Riggs, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Vic's throw there incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Falcons send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll look to throw. And Reed with it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. 12 yards there as they move the chains. With that pass, CD's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him.
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mitchell. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So on fourth down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. Well, clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. I mean, your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy try to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
First down, Vic. Throw caught there by Crumpler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Final minute now of the third quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Vic.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Riggs, and he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Vic will look to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. Looking deep for Julio. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Vic. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. To throw, Vic. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
He'll drop to throw. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Second and 1 from the 2.
Into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Point after here coming up. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. That time a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Jenkins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 3rd and 1, here's Vick. Open man is Anderson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A first down throw coming for Vick. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Vick to the air again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Vick operating on first down. Incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Into the hands of Rison. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Vick now. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Up the middle they go. Riggs, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And the Washington offense going back to work. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete to Taylor on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. An inside give. Here's Portis. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Washington going to send out their punter
as he's on here to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down by 16, a minute 50 to play. Somehow they need to come up with a pair of touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. On 1st and 10, here's Vick.
That's caught by Rison.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye.
Yeah.
One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Vick to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
This is what you step up. That's what you do. Let's get something going now. It's one play at a time, baby.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Second down at 7.
Vick readies to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, you have to expect in this situation that the defense is going to be playing the perimeter. They don't want any easy passes out there where someone can grab it and step out of bounds. So it's excellent work there to force the incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing, Vick. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Desperation time. Vick on 4th down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.